Hi guys, Arthur here from Homeowner DIY. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little overview on two-handle kitchen and bath faucets. Now whether it's a bathroom or a laundry, really it's the same design of faucet. It's the only thing that really changes is the size. So a kitchen faucet is going to be bigger than a bath faucet, but the install is the exact same way. So my goal of this video is to show you guys the inner workings of a faucet, how to install them, and how to troubleshoot problems when they arise. Alright guys, so what we'll do is we will start with our kitchen faucet. So this is a two-handle kitchen faucet. These faucets all have a plate underneath. So what I would recommend is if you're going to install a faucet to put a ring of putty all the way around. Put it underneath, and then that's going to seal between the sink and the actual plate. And then you're going to get a couple nuts. Now, as far as I know, these nuts are all standard. They're just one size. So this nut will fit on a kitchen faucet here, and then it'll fit on a bath faucet here. Unless you have some type of custom, something different, these are all going to be the same. So what we also have is our aerator. Now the idea of the aerator is to create a nice clean stream of water. So all these other ones have an aerator. So when you have low pressure on both sides, you have an aerator problem. So all you need to do is just unscrew it. It's just a typical thread. Unscrew it, put a stopper in the sink, and then blast water the other way to push everything out. So to show you the difference between a kitchen and a bath faucet, that is the difference. That's why these things are not interchangeable. But as far as I know, a bath faucet and another bath faucet will be the same type. So here we have another bath faucet. I don't know what brand this is, but it seems to be okay. So you will get ones that have a rod, and the idea of the rod is that it'll connect onto this rod here, where you have a screw that you tighten up, and then you'll have a horizontal rod that's connected to your pop-up. So as you slide this up and down, that's going to activate your drain. This is a very common design. You see it a lot. And again, if this breaks off, just put in a rubber stopper. But once again, it's the same nuts as before. It has the same plate. This here, this is the crappiest faucet out of all of these. I would say these other two are reputable, but this one is the cheapest thing that was on the shelf. So once again, you would go around with putty around the base, and in this case, we'll take this off. But this is what a faucet looks like. So if you ever have a leaking problem where water is leaking only when you turn on the faucet, that means from after the cartridge, which is here and here, so in this area here where the two mix, you have a hairline crack. This happened to me with my Moen kitchen faucet, that I had a hairline crack. It was a small one, and it took me a while to figure out where it came from. But in general, this is what a faucet will be. You'll have your two studs that you have your supply lines thread onto, and then it'll just stomp the water here, and when you turn it on, it'll just mix the two together, and then it'll come out. So to finish off, we have what we call a basin wrench. I don't know why they call this a basin wrench and not a faucet wrench, but really it's a faucet wrench. So it's telescopic, that you can adjust the length. Guys, without this wrench, I don't see how you can install any type of faucet, because there's no space. With the faucet being here and then the sink right here, you're not going to get a wrench into it. So what it does is the head flips back and forth, and then when you are going to hook on the nut here, you're going to turn, so it'll turn like this, and then when you want to undo it, you just turn it the other way, and then it goes like that. This is I don't know what, maybe $30 now, But this tool, if you do one faucet replacement on your own, then you will have paid this tool off. Guys, it's a very basic overview, but for these two handle type design, this is generally what you're going to see. And even these, I actually keep them in case I lose one or I break one, because like with anything else, they do get brittle. But these, you don't want to spend $8 on something that you broke or you lost when you can keep it from your old faucets. But what I will do with these faucets is I will strip them apart, and then the brass I will cut up and throw that into my brass box. And then after however long until it takes me to fill the brass box, I'll go to the recycler and I will collect the money. So really, this is for me because I do this professionally. This is free money to me. That is why I have these other faucets. But also, it's good for spare parts and for a teaching tool. Alright guys, I found a nut just lying around, but that is what it looks like. So you're going to twist into it. So it would twist like this. And then when you want to undo the nut, or vice versa, you just flip it over, and then once again you just turn on, and then you're going to turn into it. So one other thing that we can cover is if you have a cartridge problem that you want to take out, what you can do is you'll take off one of the cover. In this case, there is a screw here. For this one, the screw is right here. Oh, this one's different. And then this one is exposed. It also has a cover for the rod if you want to put it in. You know what? We'll take actually both of these handles off, and then let's see what broke off in this one. Right, so that's our handle on the cold side. Alright guys, so we have our two brass nuts here. Alright, so we have our nut. And then this is our cartridge. So we have the hole there, and then as you spin, the hole will turn. So the water comes up, and then it'll come out until you shut it off. What's actually broken on this one, I don't know. But again, what is the chance of finding a cartridge that is going to match this one here? But you can see the hole that goes right through it. And guys, if you need to replace your cartridge, as I said with mowing, in this case here, you can they will give you a new cartridge if you bring in the old one. But again, you need to know what you have, and you can be searching for a while. But all it is just a nut that holds the cartridge in. Tighten it on, tighten it, and then off you go. So guys, for a two handle, when you install it, like with this one, which way do you install it? The handles will always go towards you. So when you have it, so this should be like this, but the handle should be going like this. If your faucet is like this and you're turning away, that means your faucet has been installed backwards. It doesn't mean anything on functionality. It's just for people like me, they don't want to see stuff like this. But alright guys, I figured out what was wrong with the kitchen faucet. So you have a notch right here. And what wound up happening was you have the little schnibby right here that fits into that notch. And then you can see the damage right here on this one. So what wound up happening was the little plastic notch, if you want to call it a keyway, you can. That broke, and now this was just spinning freely. Once again, I don't see this faucet being repairable unless you know exactly what was installed. But alright guys, so that includes the video on two-handle faucets. This is really... it's very simple to do. I can't wait to show you guys how to do one of these. I just haven't come across it yet. I'm not really going to tear something apart if I don't need to, but it's simple. All you need is a basin wrench and then some putty, but the basin wrench, you use it once. Really, I think that a homeowner should be able to replace their own faucet. There's no need to spend so much money to have somebody come out to do this for you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope this is going to help you on your project when you go ahead and do that. Guys, until next time, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project.